Hi everyone, my name is Lily Romastant and I'm in my first year, second semester of the MAT program for English education. My most impactful literature class was definitely in high school. It was called Western Thought and Culture and was sort of a hybrid of history and English and philosophy. What I remember most about the class was the teacher, Mrs. Richardson, and the unique and accessible way she taught. The class was primarily lecture-based, but she would always sit at a desk among us, not stand at a podium in front of us pointing to images on a screen. The way she taught and lectured was so visceral and detailed and nuanced that the only images you needed were the ones she conjured for you inside your head. Mrs. Richardson remains the smartest person I have ever met and was hugely influential in my decision to pursue a career in education. One of the assignments in her class was to select a critically acclaimed work of fiction by a Western or Westernized author from the 20th century, read it thoroughly, and then write an analytical paper based on it. She provided a list of suggestions, one of which was Leo Tolstoy's War and Peace, which she stated only 2 students in her 40 or so odd years of teaching had ever selected. Mrs. Richardson sealed my fate with that sentence. I had to pick War and Peace. At 17, reading War and Peace was an experience I will never forget. Choosing the best translation, toting it around from class to class. My other teachers got involved and would always ask me about how I was finding the novel, how much I had read, and even noticed when I brought a new book to class one day and asked if I'd finished. My reading War and Peace became almost a communal event, and not only had the book itself transformed and changed me, but it had transformed and changed my relationships with my greater learning community too. As far as the impact this experience had on me as a teacher, well, I'm not fortunate enough to have taught a class yet, but Mrs. Richardson and War and Peace set the bar pretty high for me in terms of wanting to create someday an academic environment as nurturing, encouraging, engaging, and supportive as she and my other teachers at that school created for me. That links directly to what I hope to achieve by exploring children and young adult books in this course. War and Peace, while totally awesome, is also a lot, and it's not accessible to everyone. I think that children and young adult literature is so at the vanguard of social change, and so many innovations in literature are being tested there and deserve to be regarded with as much respect as something like War and Peace. In this class, diving into children's and young adult literature, I hope to find those innovations increase accessibility and enhance the respect I already have for writers working within these fields. These are the stories and the narratives that will shape the next generation, and I can't think of anything more important to study when my dream is to teach that next generation. As far as time management goes in pursuit of this study, I am privileged by my time already built into my daily schedule for reading. I'm taking 4 classes, but learned a lot about time management last semester and feel confident, or rather hopeful and optimistic, that I can properly dedicate the amount of time needed to achieve my goals in this class. I am so excited to begin working and learning, and also looking forward to going through everyone else's introductions. Thanks to those of you who made it this far through mine.